Let's talk about wearing wigs and how they have totally changed my life and my confidence. As you know, if you follow me on my page here, I wear wigs practically every day. This started about a year ago when I cut my hair off and it was growing out kind of crazy. And so I just wanted to change it up, and a friend of mine gave me a wig of hers, and I was transformed. I didn't like the wig she gave me, so I went ahead and bought one of my very first wigs, I think, on the TikTok shop, and it was like $20 or $30. Now, if you know me, I always wear hats with my wigs. This is my signature hat I always wear. I wear this hat, it's winter now. This is a straw cowboy hat. And, it's kind of, there's a little gnat flying around. It's kind of, a little more of a summery hat. So I have switched to wearing my berets, my wool berets, and then I have things like fedoras. And then one of the reasons I wear hats is it kind of makes the wig look a little more realistic. Plus, I like wearing a hat. I've always worn hats, and hats give you kind of different looks, right? This is a Kangol beret, and I like it because it's very breathable. It's got a chic look, and it's just an easy way to wear a wig. Number one, it keeps the wig on, and it also makes the wig more realistic looking. You're not looking at that, for most of them, you're not looking at that part, and a lot of these wigs do not look very natural off. Now, if you remember, this wig I had beef with back when I first bought it, so I don't wear it very often. It's a pretty wig, but it is one of the most expensive wigs I have in my collection. I paid close to $300 for this wig, and I'm here to tell you, you do not need to spend that much on it. The only thing that's kind of good about spending a little bit more on a wig is the top of this wig is a little more natural looking, and I could get away with pretty much wearing this wig without a hat. But for the price, it's a synthetic wig, and it just I can't explain it. It's just I was kind of disappointed in it. It's also the way that it just wants to come down in my face drives me nuts. And but it is a low density wig, and it's nice. I actually cut this. It was very long. It's just one of those wigs that I don't wear very often, to be honest with you guys. It doesn't have combs in it. You should wear a higher quality wig like this with a wig grip. That will work better, but you do not need to spend that much money on a wig. Most of the wigs that you guys see me in, I haven't spent more than $35 on. And, they look just as good as this wig. Okay, I have a new wig. The one thing about this wig, it's a very normie looking. No offense to my normie friends, but I want something that's a little more edgy. So I've been practicing with some different looks, and I'm naturally a brunette, and when I was younger I always wore darker, I didn't wear wigs when I was younger. I had darker hair. But as I'm older, I feel like the darker hair makes me look older, and it also isn't quite working with my lighter gray, my natural gray. So when you wear a wig like this, you can pull your actual hair out. This wig is very warm tone. That's another thing I don't like. I typically like more ashy tones. And the great thing about wearing wigs, though, you can kind of decide pretty quickly like what works on you and what doesn't. You see how I'm just constantly moving this hair out of my face? It's sticking to my lipstick. It drives me nuts. Okay, I got a new cheap wig today, and it's a little more alt. This one's not, this is probably going to be a little bit too alt because I'm 58 and I can't get away with wearing certain looks anymore. I don't feel. Let's look at it and see how it looks. This is from the brand Smilko. I haven't even opened it up yet, and it was cheap. That's why I bought it. When you're buying on TikTok and they say spend $10 more and you get the deal. I think I paid $16 for this wig of that. And it's a black and red wig, and I thought, well, this will be fun even for a Halloween look too if I don't like it for every day. Most of these wigs are very long. Now here's the thing to caution about. If you want, you can cut the wigs, but once you do that, the fiber kind of loses its integrity at the bottom and can start ratting up really easily. This is very low density, I can already feel, but look how pretty that is. I have a couple of wigs that have color in them, and I do like that. It's a lot of fun. So let me take this wig off and we'll put this one on. Sorry for the jump scare. You guys see me all the time getting ready in the morning, so hopefully this isn't too shocking for you. But wearing the wig does help with making you look a little younger. And I am not bald here, it's just my hair is so faint gray that it looks like it, and that's another little area that kind of bothers me. So let's put this wig on and see how it looks. It's always funny when you first put them on because they're, you don't know what to expect. Now, what is going on in the front of this wig right here? Let's fix that. Hold on. Okay, this wig is going to need a little heat styling to get it off the face, and I'll have to adjust it. But this wig I paid less than $20 for. It feels infinitely silkier and softer than this wig that I paid a lot of money for. There is a definite difference. This feels like actual hair. This feels coarse. All right, so if you need, and usually with these thicker kind of curlier wigs, I really have to either put them in braids or wear them in a kind of more of like a tied down look. And I'll definitely have to push my hair back into like a wig cap, or that gray is going to poke out. But if you get a wig like this and it's kind of not laying where you want, you can use a hot comb and on a low setting. Look how pretty. All right, y'all, this might be it. Okay, I've been looking for something a little edgier but still dark. But the red on this ruby red, that's really pretty. I might be able to pull this off. Y'all let me know what you think. But you don't have to spend a ton of money, and it's better that you don't, because you need to experiment with and find the wig that you like, because that wig I cannot return. I spent all that money on it. That's another reason I have beef with that company. I cannot return it. So here we go. This is gorgeous. I love it. I'm kind of impressed, surprised. I thought it was going to look really bad. It does not. And yeah, I would totally sport this. So you just need to give them a try. They're inexpensive, and if you take care of them, you can wear them. And if you have several, you can switch them out. Let's take the stigma out of wearing wigs. What?